What I love about voice acting is that I get to bring myself. I'm new to voice acting. I'm not new to acting or improv. I've been an improv actor for over a decade. I hadn't considered it previously. I thought it was kind of a distant voice that people kind of wanted to turn off. That's honestly what I thought of voiceover. But the medium has changed, the industry has changed, and people are looking for casual conversations. I've gotten feedback of where I do fit into the marketplace, actually from the jobs that I've booked. And the jobs that I've booked have been some of my favorite projects to date in any film, stage, whatever. I do have a lot of fun. I absolutely love doing voice work. And to me, I am an artist on the inside, but you have a family and you need an income and you're not in the right market. But for right now, as I'm finishing raising my children, it's allowing me to still be in the game, to still tell stories, to still connect. And I do love it. I'm really grateful for it because I didn't know that I could do that. A friend of mine who had a small agency locally said, "Hey, do you do voiceover?" And I was like, sure. I had not done voiceover before. There'd been a time in my life when I was fully focused on talent work. I produced independent film. As many might know, there's not a lot of money there, so your passion runs out with no money. It was kind of right after that, I said, why don't I do this more frequently? So I just started looking into how to do voiceover more, and that's when I stumbled upon Voices.com. You guys, I really think you're meeting where the industry is. 15 years ago there was like 4 mediums, and now there's 400. And so I think online platforms like Voices, and Voices specifically is the only one that I like. It's the caliber of clients that are on there just really draws me in. As a voice artist, I've been tweaking my studio, because what's really cool and challenging about being a voiceover freelance voice artist is you're an artist, but you're also a technician. And so this room that you see is a custom-built sound studio. It wasn't always that way, and so all the iterations along the way, inclusive of deciding that I wanted to stand up and perform. But it was the first time actually I tweaked my booth and I was standing, and it was a really cool script. It was cinematic. That's kind of my strike zone, is storytelling. But I just stood up and said this script, and I walked out of the room, edited it, and sent the file and didn't think anything of it. And it was the next day, the client said, "You've been chosen." And it was a beautiful video, and they said they loved what you did and they're using your audition. So that felt really good. You're working and you're auditioning, but when someone does choose your voice in a really beautiful film like that, it felt really good. It felt like, I think I'm doing the right thing. I think the best strategy for someone starting is just to be confident and to really listen to yourself when you're talking and you feel good and you're out with your friends. That tone and who you actually are in your essence, bring that to your auditions, because I think it really does translate. And then the technical side, you really do need to become a technician. I did notice once my studio hit a certain level, the caliber of clients that I started booking really did shift. It does matter the environment that you're recording in. The third thing is have fun. I mean, if it's not fun, don't do it. I have so much fun in here. Like, that's the other thing. I needed to stand because sometimes you just want to move around and, there's no one in here. You can say whatever you want. Oh my gosh. I think the major benefit of Voices.com is that you're able to access clients all around the globe. I just auditioned yesterday for a major Fortune 500 company in my market. I would not have access to all of the incredible projects that are available to me on Voices.com on a daily and hourly basis. That's the other thing too, is I get to choose the volume. But what I also love are the account managers. You kind of get the best of both worlds. They have your best interests at heart. To me, it feels like a little family.